To be on the cutting edge and be able to create the show, even though I got to trick the camera every time, and hopefully we're not going to run out of power and time. So we're going to do this as quick as possible. We are making a chicken black bean rice soup real quick. We're using a little chipotle, a little lime. We've got some mirepoix cut up right here. We've got some black beans right here, already cooked off, soaked with cumin. We've got a little shake of the Tabasco. We got some chicken stock right there, ready to go. We're going to do a roux thickened sauce. Also got a bunch of white rice right there, alright? Let's make some food. I'm going to put the wok in the oven. I don't need the oven right now. And maybe if we got enough time on the thing later. Maybe if we got enough time on the thing later. I was just thinking about that. I was like moving around the kitchen. I was being calm. I was moving slow. And then I start talking to the camera, get a little excited, get a little worked up. Dude, it's a show, man. You know, a lot of my stuff, yeah. Hey, Bob Murphy, come tell that story again. Which one, boy? The story with you and Oprah and, yeah, the one where you on safari. Which one? The one I told last time? Yeah, all right. Alright, boy, well, goddamn, y'all, old man, get off the dead chair. Get off, just get out of the kitchen, I'm coming. Yeah, why don't you turn some lights on in here? It's dark and all, man. Coming up in here. Me on the bother, me on whatnot, you know, alright. See what we're going on here. We're going to put a little chipotle on here, on this here chicken. So, yeah, I was telling this story and it then got all messed up, man. It's something like technical difficulties was saying, right? So I done told the story before, right? I'll tell it again because it's a good story. Because Oprah, she a fine woman. She a fine woman, right? So one day Oprah, she want to come down on safari with me and all the little pygmy people, right? And the pygmy people, they were so happy. They were so proud. They was like, Oprah coming. And they all lined up. And they all dyed their hair purple because they done see the color purple, and they're like, this is all about Oprah. She looks so good in purple. We're gonna give her like a little sea of purple brillo to be like standing in, like be like flowers. It was beautiful. All these little purple fuzzy hairs everywhere. They such proud people. I'm so happy to be with them, right? So we was on the safari, right? And this is Oprah. Oprah go out on the safari. And we crouch down, like what the little pygmy people, they crouch down a little bit. We crouch down a little bit more, right? But Oprah, what she really be doing, she be like out there, and she be like, okay, and she have a big gun in one side. She be like, but what she really want to do is take a picture of the animal, right? And so he out there taking pictures of the animal, right? And I'm gonna put this here chicken in the pan, alright? And we're gonna cook that then. Alright? So we was in the Africa, and all the little pygmy people was crunching around the little bushes, and we was around the big bushes, right? And we was there doing our thing, you know, and Oprah was like, whoop, right? And we was all looking fine, and all pygmy people was proud to be, right? And then a rhino showed up on the scene, right? And Oprah was like, we was all down, and we was quiet. And don't you know who done come along? Who done come along? Oh, Eddie Murphy come along, right? Eddie Murphy said, hey, y'all, I'm gonna catch a rhino. I'm gonna catch a rhino. Because Eddie Murphy had this trick, see, Eddie had this trick, right? And we all down in the brush because it's a rhino. We ain't joking around. But Oprah's still like, she don't want to know what to do now. She looking at it like Eddie looking all crazy, right? Eddie got something on his mind, right? So Eddie get over there and he get down and he pulled out this little shiny apple, right? And he take this little shiny apple. I'm over here, y'all. He take this little shiny apple and he throws it up in the air. And it goes doo. And the rhino said, and he look at it, right? And this was the trick, right? So you making that more. Look, I'm over here cooking up this here stuff here, and I gotta put a little effort in this for a second. All right, put a little cumin up in there. All right, just a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna get ready. We're gonna make a rooks in here. It's spelled rooks. But it's not, you say it without the X on the end, but I ain't too right on saying it like that. So, you know, and we got some chicken stock right here. Chef done laid it all out for me. Just gotta get me a spoon for that lime sitting over there right there. So okay, so we's out there and this old rhino done look at this apple, right? And we're gonna do this real quick. Watch this. We're gonna take a little bit of the flour, put that right up on the top of there, like that. And now, like, I could grind some like rice down and cook it, you know, and thicken it that way. That's the old porridge way they do it, or they do it with some bread. This is just a, you know, what we call rule in the professional world. And Chef Nizik and we was all talking, and you know, they had their ideas about, you know, how they supposed to cook and what you supposed to do, and whether you going to have a slurry or a roux or something like that. But I guess I could tell you about that another time, because I'll tell you this one story, right? Anyway, so we's all down in the brush, right? See, I got me a whisk, and I gotta need to take this whisk and whisk up in this here roux, this chicken stock, like this, right? I'll show you one more time what I'm doing over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you all this story. Right? You see how I got a little brown on mine? I had to hurry up and throw that stuff up in there. It's going to make it thicken. Going to thicken it up, yeah. But we ain't done here. We're going to do a couple more levels. Okay. Now always put the rinse on. Put the rinse on one of them things when you get them. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more things, but these real quick things. They just pouring all the beans in, and then I want to get a little bit of that beautiful bean footage. I just want to throw that in there. I saw you seen that on the TV. Well, anyways, we was all ringing around, and we was all looking, and we was all down, hunkered down, right? And it was like little like purple flowers all over the like place, because the little bit of the pygmy here would be showing, you know, any little purple flowers. They look so pretty, you know. And then Oprah was all, because Eddie done show up. Eddie be crazy. You don't know what he gonna do sometime. That boy ain't right sometime in his head. Well, anyway, so that boy done show up, and he already acting like he ain't right. He's all like, I'm gonna catch a rhino. And anybody who says that, I'm gonna catch a rhino, like that up in front of the rhino, he ain't right in his head. Well, anyways, I'm gonna try to tell this story here. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? These good people. They's funny. And Oprah, she gonna do some good things. She got all folk all over the world. People say she have just white folk, but I'm like, no, she got sisters, and she got the Mexicans, and she got everybody listening to her. Oprah done changed the world. Yeah. So we's on safari right now, right? And this rhino done look at this little apple, right? We're gonna let this just come up to temperature and simmer for a second, right? We're gonna do a little bit more to it too. You wanna know what we're gonna do? It looks a little thick right there, and this is really one more I want to do. I want to do that, and I'm gonna change it. Yeah, that's supposed to be a little bit of cream soup. Okay, look at that. All right, that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of gray and a little bit of cream. What I'm talking about. Okay. All right. I'm gonna spice this up a little bit more chipotle. Let's open the big side. Oh, get that sugar. Oh, get that. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce in there. Now I'm finna tell you a story. Cause the story done. They ain't got to get crazy yet. Things are just beginning. Okay, Eddie Murphy done showed up. So this rhino was looking at this apple, right? And he's all like getting down close to it, and he getting ready to bite it. And Well, them put the hot sauce on top of the cream. I can't do that. Don't lick it. No, don't lick it. Don't touch nothing. It's dangerous. So, and it get down real. I almost did it again. I get down real close, and Eddie's over there. I'm gonna catch a rhino. I'm gonna catch a rhino. And you know, by this time, Oprah just like, you know, straight on with like the camera down hunkered, and I'm so shocked. I done stand straight up, right? Now, what happened next ain't too pretty. Cause one, I done forgot that was a rhino and I was standing up. Okay? Two, this little thing comes out the side of the apple and grabs the rhino by its nose like this. And all of a sudden the rhino says, "Grr!" Now you done seen something that never done happen ever around no rhino, because a rhino's a rhino. You figure a rhino done kick something butt no matter what, right? But that's not the truth. They got a secret weapon and it's up in their thing, right? So what happened next was the little apple said, Eddie Murphy pulled out this little box and said, psh, press this button, and little apple said, psh, and threw this thing around the rhino, and it was this big old net, and the net said, and started electrocuting, and the rhino went, and it was the biggest dang snort you ever done heard, and you done thought there would like be like a 2-foot hole done where he done the snort with like a booger at the bottom, but no, it went all out the top of his on his horn, and all these little barb things come out. When it done happen at the same time, he did the electrocution. See, these little barb things done flying everywhere. So all of us was like, right? And you know, at first I was standing there, and the rhino, he done get mad. At this point, he done get mad. Cause he's like shaking, right? And you know, he look around, and Eddie's going like this. I'm gonna catch me a rhino. I'm gonna catch me a rhino. And he be like, that fool too stupid to come up with an idea like this. And he done look at me like, and I done look back at the rhino like this. You ever seen a black man start running? Anybody start just running before they even done touch the ground? Running like I'm going that way, but I already start running before I start turning, because I know that rhino gonna get me, right? So I'm turning to run, and then the most beautiful thing ever happened. As I'm turning to run, I done seen all the pygmy people, and they all got electrocuted, right? Now I ain't got too much hair up on my head, but them pygmy people, they got a lot of hair on their head, right? And see, what happened was they got the electrocution, and they got the hair all standing up, all staticky like this, but the pygmy people is little people. They fine people. You know, don't get me wrong now. You know, they some good people. I tell you, there's little American soldiers and heroes and some. And anyway, so these little people got these little big old froze like this, right? And they were kind of, it was a little breezy out there. And so they was like this. And then they start flying up in the air like little dandelions with blue hair. Like, you know, and little pygmies all happy, because they's always happy people. And they like, ooh. And they start doing like little air dances and whatnot. And at this point, Oprah's on her back going, with the camera, getting all this on camera, because you ain't never gonna see this again, right? This is one like them special things that you just don't, you know, you just can't make this shit up. This stuff really done happen, right? And meanwhile, Eddie's like, I done caught me a rhino. He didn't stop. That fool didn't stop. Standing not 10 feet from me while I was going like this and turned into the run. And then took off. And I was running, and the rhino done chased me for 47 miles until I done looked back around. And that was about the same time that them little pygmy people start floating down, because it started getting cool and their hair start cooling down, you know. And it's just laughing and laughing, you know what I mean? They was a little thirsty though. But anyways, you know, old Papa John does say some things. So somebody just has a black eye. We're gonna make some chicken black bean soup. Right there, I'm gonna throw a little bit more cream in there. We're gonna top it off with some rice and some sour cream. All right, Chef John. Hey, Chef John, you want to come back on me here? I'm finished this here show. I'm done telling this dang story. Oh, Lord, boy. Yeah, hold up one way. Let me put this lime in here. Look, I'm just going to finish this thing up, man. Boy over there sitting on the... He don't sit on the couch. He can't sit on... That boy hasn't been able to sit on the couch for like 3 years. Did you know that? Can't sit down on the couch. That ain't right. He got 2 of them, too. He sit in the chair all the time. He said because the way his hips is all messed up, because one, like, he fall down and can't walk and stuff, that's why he can't sit ever on the couch, because it makes him worse. I'm like, boy, you be fighting some stuff in your life. I'm like, don't you? And he's like, yeah. You know, he said it make him a better man. I'm like, all right, I understand that. You know, I was a war, you know, went to the war and was a soldier, you know, and taught me to be better man. You know, taught me how to lay pizzazz. Yeah. Met them peoples. I'll put a little bit more of this in there. Right? Because I want to lighten up a little bit. It's kind of like orange. And then we're going to fix it up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a nice light color. Right there. Yeah. That'd be right. We're going to go fix that up with some more. Alright, Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet, and Papa John on the show, telling you a little story. And much love, y'all. Alright, peace out.